Hey y'all, what's up? You are tuned in to another episode of Rumorville TV. If this is your first time joining us, or you are a resident here in Rumorville, that means you're subscribed. Are you subscribed? Then smash the hell out that like button. Either way, let's get into it. All right. Y'all. Okay. So we just saw what Candy and Tiny were kind of hinting at on not the most recent speak on it, but the one before that, where Candy was kind of hinting that, there's gonna be some more things about Rocky coming up. Child, this most recent episode of the Queens of R&B, SWV, and Xscape, we found out that Rocky had been getting kickbacks. Now, let's really dive into this. All of this really popped off back when they were filming, when we started to hear about Rocky saying that his life was threatened, and Latocha, around the time when Latocha wore a different outfit than everybody else on the red carpet, right? And then also Tasha was saying she wasn't doing certain dates with the other girls because they were working with a promoter that had threatened her husband's life. Now, this is one of them situations where, like, I tell my kids about this all the time. One of my sons will do something to irritate my daughter, but then when she retaliates or she defends herself, then he's like, Mom, she did da 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 da, or she said da 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 da, and it's like, you started this shit. So that's where what I feel like is happening here. So the same promoter, ironically, that Rocky is saying threatened his life, is the same promoter that he allegedly told that he would get all 4 girls to come do however many dates, however many shows, whatever, right? And he got some money up front, and he was supposed to get money on the back end, but the girls never did the shows because, well, at the time, nobody was even fucking with Tasha. So it's kind of hard for Tasha would then have to come back to everybody and say, hey, let's do these dates or what have you. You see what I'm saying? But the money would be off because he already got paid something up front. So the money would be off. They would have to lower their fee. See? So isn't it more likely that Rocky had to come up with you know what I'm saying? He had to make make the situation difficult so that they wouldn't work with him anymore, or at least Tasha wouldn't work with him anymore. And so it's kind of like one of those situations where had you just, I don't know, been a decent human being. So basically, yeah, he did that. They had the receipts, they had the wire transfer, they had text messages. Tasha said, you gonna believe text messages? No, my husband didn't. My husband did not receive no kickbacks. No, he didn't. I don't need to look at this. I mean, she ain't saying I don't need to look at this, but that's basically the attitude she had. Like, before Tamika could even finish speaking, she was already, my husband didn't do that. My husband didn't do that. Tamika was like, girl, yes, your husband did. And Candy and Tiny, well, Tiny didn't really say a whole lot, but Candy was definitely like, this is happening. It happened. This is what the promoter said. And now, ironically, your husband is saying that he threatened his life. Well, I'm be honest. You playing with my money, Smokey. It's like playing with my emotions. Okay? So, whatever sparked off, and if he did threaten your life, then, sir, stop playing with his money. It's really not that hard. But there's a recurring theme going on here, if you really pay attention. When Rocky get into some bullshit that he can't get out of, automatically either he can't talk about it, it's federal, or there's some underlying reason. Oh, my mother-in-law, she said keep it in the family. Did she say keep it in the family because she has something to do with that shit? Because that's what it's giving. Child, I don't know. And then this whole open marriage thing, who am I to judge? Okay. Who the hell am I to judge? That's not my thing. Um, mm-mm. That's not my thing. Now, can you be a Christian and have an open marriage? I'm not sure. I don't know. Look, it's 2023. Y'all can be who y'all want to be. This is the world that we live in. If you wake up tomorrow and you decide you want to be a man, you could be a man. Even if you're a woman. You can identify as whatever that you feel like you are. You know. I'd like to say I identify as a billionaire because, yeah, I'm trans billionaire. The fuck? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. But I did see that, Motown Gospel was in her comment section when she did her live. When Tasha did her, snotting, hooping, and hollering, crying live. They were in her comments, supporting her. So that's good, that they're not shying away from her because, child, that would be hurtful. But the whole point of nobody's perfect, and the whole point of Christianity is to continue to strive to be like Christ. And so, I'm not gonna judge Tasha for the bullshit she in following behind her allegedly trifling ass husband. But what I am gonna say is, girl, you can't. You said I see everything as a wife. You see everything. That's what you said. So if that's the case, then you know all about these schemes and scandals. You know all about them because you see everything. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. And see, what I don't like is she was quick to be like, you think I'm getting a kickback? Girl, that's your husband. Yes, you are. What the fuck? Child, dealing with Latocha would have me stressed the fuck out. And I understand Candy's plight wholeheartedly. Yeah. And so, of course, this show has mostly been all about Xscape drama. Half the time I be forgetting the SWV even on the damn show. And that's no slight to SWV because they just not messy and have a whole lot of drama going on. That's no shade to them. I actually appreciate the fact that they don't have a whole lot of drama going on. Lily and, Sister Hop, Box. Yeah. I'm ready to read her erotica, If you didn't know, I write books for a living. You can find my books on Amazon under the pen name Taylor B. Check me out. Leave a review. But yeah, I can't wait to read Lily's book. Now let's get into all the drama that happened on social media. So Zanique chimed in, basically because Lily had made some comments. And I don't think what Lily said, basically she just said, listen, all the plastic surgery in the world is not going to matter because eventually, gravity wins. Eventually, it just does. It's the way of life, okay? And if all these fans missed something, then why these solo albums didn't go nowhere? And I gotta agree with her on that because the solo stuff, don't nobody be looking for that really. I don't get me wrong, Candy did get a #1 Billboard hit for her gospel song. So I can give her that and I can appreciate that. But like, be clear, we love the reason why Xscape is doing the numbers and stuff that they're doing is because they're messy. Like, let's be clear, they're messy. And Tiny and Candy both have been involved in bullshit. Tiny and her accusations with her husband, Candy and her accusations from Phaedra and Portia, allegedly, even though her and Portia are made up. That's another story. That's crazy. And then, of course, the Real Housewives drama. So, Candy leverages Housewives against her doing, the other things that she does. You know what I'm saying? So I completely understand why Candy and the girls from Xscape feel like they should, be top billing or headlining or what have you. But if the show gonna be split down the middle and I don't know. I think it's all childish. I think Candy should have maybe presented it better. But here's the thing. Yes, Candy could have presented it better, but either way, it would have still come out the way it came out. Now, it's being messy because it's dragged out all over social media, and you have all these people like me chiming in with opinions who ain't never booked a damn show in their life. Me. It's me. Yeah, I ain't never booked a show. But I have some opinions. Ain't it funny? But yeah, so I completely understand Zanique, like, she like, that's my mama. And Lily like, girl, I don't care. I do not care. Now, I think we have a little bit of selective outrage here because Candy and Tiny and Tamika and even Tasha can speak on it, on their platforms, on their YouTube platforms, and they can talk about whatever they want to talk about, and it's not this big, huge deal. But Lily speaks out on Twitter or wherever she was going back and forth with Zanique at, and we talking shit. Like, that's not cool. Everybody should have a platform to speak their piece. I feel like in a situation like this where the two groups are not necessarily being pinned against each other, but this is what reality TV does. So the editing, it's all a part of a certain narrative and a certain storyline. And at the end of the day, we all now know that Xscape is messy as hell. And it's not just because of Tasha. Okay? Let's keep it a buck. Xscape is messy as hell. And yeah, they are. SWV don't really have no issues. But, to Xscape's point, they do have more social media followers. Now, does social media automatically mean you're going to get more tickets? No, it means you get more exposure, which potentially could mean more ticket sales, but it also could mean just more exposure. Just because you have 200 million followers or however many followers does not equate to sales. That doesn't mean that people are going to buy from you. It doesn't mean that people are going to come out to see you in person. That's not what that means. Now, if you're just one of them people that's like, if you're an influencer and this is your bread and butter, then 200,000 followers or 200 million followers, however many, it means something. But not in this case. And that's not to say either one of them should have been headlining over the other. I think they should have split it. I think Week should have been the last song. Why? Because it's the biggest song. And I'm going to be honest, if I was at a concert, I don't like concerts, but if I was at a concert, the last song that I would want to hear would be Weak. I don't want to hear Understanding. I want to hear Weak. I love Understanding, but Weak, in my opinion, is a stronger song to end on. So there's that. Yeah. I just want everybody to get along. Like, y'all ladies is almost 50. I hope when I'm almost 50 that I have some sense. And I don't be on social media going back and forth with folk. I mean, we could tussle with words, of course, but it's not my thing. If you like this commentary, smash that like button. If you didn't like it, drop down in the comments and tell me why. I mean, we could tussle with words, of course. And don't forget to subscribe so that every time I upload, you can be notified and you can meet me right back here. And where we at? Room reveal, baby. And before you know it, we're going to be the best of friends. Until next time.